Hello girls, this is Miss Wang. In this chapter, we are going to learn how to use simple equations to solve problems. Let's look at question number 1. There were some nuts in Mr. Squirrel's home. Today he brings back 6 more nuts, and now he has 18 nuts altogether. How many nuts did Mr. Squirrel have at first? You may think that if we don't use a simple equation, we can still solve this problem. It's simply 18 minus 6 equals 12, right? However, for some more complicated cases, using simple equation to solve the problem is a better choice. So this is a basic foundation for you to learn how to use simple equations to solve problems. So first of all, you need to tell yourself, what are you going to find? As the question says, how many nuts did Mr. Squirrel have at first? So we are going to find the number of nuts. And we can use any algebra symbols to represent this unknown. So first of all, we can let n be the original number of nuts Mr. Squirrel has. When we are writing the statement representing the unknown with the algebra symbols, usually we will use original number this term when we are going to find the number of items at first. And then we set the equation. So go back to the question. It said that there were some nuts. We don't know the exact amount. So we use n, okay, as algebra symbols. And today, he brings back 6 more nuts. So we plus 6. And now he has 18 nuts altogether. So that means the total is 18. So we can set the equation as n plus 6 equals 18. Then the next step is solving the equation by subtracting 6 on both sides so that you can remove plus 6 on the left hand side. And then you can find the solution n equals 12. Finally, we put down the statement. Therefore, Mr. Squirrel had 12 nuts at first. And remember to write down the units nuts in your statement. So, these are the steps you have to bear in mind when you are using simple equations to solve problems. And how do you check your answer? So we have the solution n equals 12. That means Mr. Squirrel had 12 nuts at first. So 12. And then he brings 6 more nuts today. So plus 6. So 12 plus 6 is 18. Is satisfied with the question mentioned that now he has 18 nuts altogether. So when you are doing the checking, you simply put 12 into n to see if it equals 18. So for example, if I got a wrong solution, let's say n equals 20, then I put 20 into n. So 20 plus 6, that equals 26. So it is not equals to 18. So we know that we have got the wrong answer. So you can use your own ways to do the checking part in your draft paper. For number 2, Little Rabbit had a bottle of carrot juice. After drinking 400 milliliters of the juice, 550 milliliters of juice were left. So how many milliliters of carrot juice were there at first? In this question, we are going to find the original amount of carrot juice. So we let V ml be the original amount of carrot juice. So girls, please pay attention when you are writing this statement. You have to put down the unit, ml. Otherwise, other people may think that, oh, it could be liter. So always remember to put down a unit when you are using the algebra symbols to represent the case. Then let's set up the equation. So at first we have V ml and we drank 400 milliliters. So V minus 400 and we have 550 ml left. So it's equals to 550. And then we add 400 on both sides. So the answer is 950. So the statement there were 950 milliliter. Remember to write the unit of the correct carrot juice at first. So this is the checking part. So for the checking, you just simply put 950 back into V. So 950 minus 400, yeah, it's equals 550. So you got the correct answer. Yes. And then we go to number 3. There is a rectangular garden near Little Deer's home. Its area is 24 square meter and its length is 6 meter. So what is its width? So in this case, of course, you have to remember the formula of the area of rectangle. It is length times width. So we are going to find its width. So we can let its width to be b. So let b meter be the width of the garden. And in this case, the unit is meter. And then you make the equation. 6 times b equals 24. So when you write the equation, we will write down the multiplication sign. So it is 6b equals 24. How can you solve this equation? You divide both sides by 6. So b is 4. Therefore, the width of the garden is 4 meter. And for the checking part, of course, you can put 4 back into the equation. So 6 times 4 equals 24. Yes, it equals to the right-hand side. So you get the correct answer. And then number 4, Little Pig has 4 boxes of cookies. There are 32 cookies altogether. How many cookies are there in each box? So here we are going to find the number of cookies in each box. So we can let K be the number of cookies in each box. And we have 4 boxes. So 4K, that means 4 times K, equals 32. So we divided it by 4 on both sides to solve the equation. So K equals 8. And therefore, there are 8 cookies in each box. For the checking part, so we have 8 cookies in each box, 4 times 8. So the little pig has 4 boxes of cookies. Yes, it's correct. 8 times 4 equals 32. So we have 32 cookies altogether. We got the correct answer. Number 5. Mrs. Cat divides a bowl of salad into 3 equal sets. Each set weighs 220 grams. How many grams did the bowl of salad weigh at first? So in this question, we are going to find the weight of salad at first. So we can let T gram be the original weight of the bowl salad, and it is divided into 3 equal sets. So when we set the equation, it will be T divided by 3, and each set we have 220 grams. So T divided by 3 equals 220, and we will make use of the fraction to show T divided by 3. So our equation will be T over 3 equals 220. To solve this, we multiply both sides by 3. So T equals 660. The bowl of salad weighed 660 grams at first. So remember, you have to put down the units here and the units here. And then to do the checking, 660 divided by 3 is, you put it back here, equals 220. So you got the correct answer.